So we had an amazing thing happen this week. This is something that happens every winter in Florida and off of Brevard County. Our coasts here are part of the calving grounds for the North Atlantic right whale, the entire species. This is the only known calving ground. So each winter, typically it's a mom that comes down somewhere in the southeast U.S., gives birth, and then all along our coast, nurses this calf, bonds with the calf, teaches the calf or the baby whale how to become an adult whale. The calf will stay with mom for about a year, and while mom is down here nursing, which just think breastfeeding, mom is not eating, so mom only has a certain amount of energy to nurse her calf and teach her calf how to be a whale. So while they're down here, what's happening to them down here is what this video is about. It's absolutely amazing to see a whale, mom and calf, but unfortunately, we humans are doing things unintentionally that are harming them. So as you can see from these first photos, in the early a.m., right at sunrise, we have this mom and calf that were approached by paddleboarders, and they were very close. And this definitely interrupts the mom and calf behavior. There could be nursing going on first thing in the morning. And that will be interrupted. Next, you can see a few hours later, we have these whales at Sebastian Inlet where there is a lot of boating activity. Commercial vessels are alerted. When we get a call that there's whales, we go out and verify, and then we, through a series of partners, everyone that's in the area with a commercial or military vessel is alerted. Recreational boaters, on the other hand, are supposed to know the laws and understand what's out here, but unfortunately, that's where we're having a lot of our issue. We have had, as you can see in this video, several boats, I believe it was 6 boats total, started pursuing these whales, running right towards them and then circling them and trying to get video, photos. There was one boater that was trying to launch his drone, and they kept circling the whale, and they absolutely altered this mom's behavior. Mom started doing circles. Mom definitely picked up speed, and she showed evasive type behavior where she was diving down deeper. Even though it's not that deep, she dove down below where you couldn't see her from the surface. The calf has to surface a little more often to breathe, so the calf kind of gives up the location. So the boaters continued to pursue these whales until FWC got a boat out there and pushed them away. Then the whales went back to their normal behavior, but they were farther offshore, which can put the calf at risk to natural predators. So then either later that day or the next day, we have more photos that we found on Facebook of more paddleboarders right on top of mom and calf and interrupting them again. So it's really important we understand why they are here. They are here because this is their calving grounds. This is where they give birth. This is where they nurse. This is where they're not really doing anything other than trying to survive and fatten the calf up so that they can head back north to the feeding grounds. And they only have a certain limited number of months to do that. Every time we interrupt these whales, we interrupt their chance to nurse. And think of it as you walking to someone's living room and there's a mom breastfeeding her baby, and you interrupt that. So mom moves to the kitchen to breastfeed her baby. You interrupt that. You cannot interrupt a mother breastfeeding her baby or a whale nursing her baby, because that whale needs a certain amount of nutrients every day. Mom has only enough energy, a certain amount of energy to do this. She doesn't have the energy to evade humans, keep the calf safe, and to nurse her calf. It's also important to remember we have had 3 calves run over by boats and killed, and 1 mother mortally wounded in the 2020 and 2021 calving season. There's only about 70 reproductive females left. There's only about 340 total individuals left. And we've got to do our part down here in the calving grounds. If you love the beach, love the ocean, love the whales, then learn about them and become stewards of them. Their survivability is affected by our actions every day. And we can either learn and adapt and be stewards of these animals, or we can continue to reduce the population and watch this amazing animal go extinct, as that's where it's headed right now. So remember, there's a 500-yard law. You cannot be within 500 yards of a North Atlantic right whale. If you are, you have to slowly back away while it's safe. It is also very important to call in each and every whale sighting every single day. Our hotline number is 888-979-4253. Calling in a whale sighting will allow someone to go out and verify that it is a right whale, and then alert all the nearby commercial and military vessels to be very careful.